Yeah.
What's up guys, this is Monkey Figure Reviews, and today we'll be doing a figure by BANPRESTO from the series Creator X Creator featuring RORONOA ZORO. Okay, so this figure that you see right here, it's basically one of my earliest figures on my collection, one of the early ones that I got, and it's an absolute beast. The figure itself, it is one of my all-time favorites, just because of how amazing it looks. And I don't know, I'm probably biased because most Zoro figures just looks really badass. Alright, gonna look right at the box first. Right in front you could see really nice edited shots of the figure, full body length, and on the sides you can see different shots, different angles of the same figure. And at the back you can see that actually two variants. This is the one that I have. This is the one that's it's a monotone, so if some people might prefer that, or they can just paint on it themselves. And behind you can see information of the photographer and the sculptors. Alright, and of course at the top I have my golden toy sticker to prove the authenticity. And that's it for the box. Really small. It's after all after all a game price for those claw machines. Alright, let's move right to the figure. Let me put the box down and Zoro Creator X Creator. And if you have watched my previous videos, you realize that I'm a huge Creator X Creator series fan. I've owned a lot of the sitting down versions, as well of course the Rob Lucci in his white post time skip attire, as well as this Zoro. And it's actually kind of disappointing because I think that the standards for Creator X Creator figures have dropped over the years, compared to the earlier ones like this. This is actually a few years back. And if you look at the newer ones, they have VV. They did a few on VV, Princess Shirahoshi, the Nami ones, even Mr. Two. Yeah, they were just not. They're just not that impressive. Alright, but enough of my rants. Let me just perhaps bring the camera up close so you could see better. Okay, and as you can see right from the top, the head itself is beautifully done with the expression, the color. The color is a bit dark here, the color scheme on this figure itself. So you can see the shading across. It's much darker. But the expression for Zoro, it's definitely done right. The scar looks really neat, the mouth, the nose. Alright, and moving on to his upper torso, his chest. You can see, sorry for the focus, let me just change that a bit. Okay, you can see they did the scar, his body scar as usual. You get that the sculpting for his body, which is really nice. It's very toned body. And across the top of his ropes, you can see all these little kind of shading colors that they did to give a little bit more contrast, more kind of worn out, rustic kind of look, as well as the creases on the sleeves. And when you go down to see the sash, there's a really nice flow to it, to illustrate a bit of a movement. And of course at the bottom of the ropes, you can see this flow that it did, the creases. And right at the ends, you could actually see a little bit like, it looks like unfinished work, but it's more of like dirt, like mud, kind of feeling that they want to give you. Right, can you see? Yeah, like it makes it more realistic in a sense. A little bit of grime and dirt. And of course his swords are very, very well done for a figure of this price. He's holding Santai Kitetsu here in his hands, and of course the sheath swords are the Wado Jimonji and the Shusui. Nice colors done across. And last but not least, the feet. You can really see the same thing. They did a bit like a mud kind of splashed on his boots. And of course with this quite interesting base, I would say, like a volcanic ash or dirt road kind of feel to it, which I really appreciate, because I rather they did something that is a little bit artistic, a little bit unique and special compared to S Culture's bases, which are standardized with the black translucent design. Okay, the figure itself basically comes in multiple pieces. It is really not too difficult to piece them together. The sword here itself obviously comes in one piece, and the upper half of the body comes apart. So the whole body comes in two pieces, and if you look over here, the sash actually can be removed, and the swords, the sheath swords over here can be removed as well. So that leaves just the base itself, and it could be easily pieced together by anyone. Okay, and I guess what I really like about this figure is just really the details that it gave. The details that the sculptors used, they designed this. Just even the painting itself is really amazing. You don't really get that a lot on a lot of figures. Maybe this went with a standardized color, some shading across, but you really include the very dirty, worn, used grime kind of feel to it. It's just really, really special, and I guess it's really it really suits the series, like Creator X Creator. And of course this is one of the earlier ones, so it might be a bit hard to get it now. And even if you do find it, might be extremely overpriced. But if you like what you see here, this is definitely something you should get. Oh, I forgot, his bandana is actually over here, tied on his left arm. Okay, so now I'm going to bring out the other figures so we can do a little bit of height comparison. Okay, so the height for this figure, it's around 8 inches tall, around 20.5 cm. That's what you're gonna get. And I had this Zoro here lined up with the Portrait Pirate Sailing Again one, and of course the Master Stars Piece version. And you could see they're really of very, very different scale. The Master Stars Piece is, most of the time their figures are usually bigger, and it's around 1:7, and of course the Portrait Pirates is a 1:8. And for the Creator X Creator Zoro, you know, he kind of follows the Creator X Creator scale. They're kind of their own thing. And in order for you to understand that, I brought in the one figure from another figure from this series, which is Aokiji Kuzen, and you could really tell what I'm talking about. They're mostly of the same scale that they use for the whole series itself, and of course it runs through with the other figures. and then even the newer ones that have come out this year. So I guess if you're looking to display it, it looks best if you put it on its own, or with the other figures from the Creator X Creator series. Okay? Yeah, in case you're wondering, the Master Stars P Zoro is of the same scale to the King of Artists series, as well as the Glitter and Glamours series. And of course, there's actually a King of Artists one that came out in June this year. I've been wanting to get it, so maybe I'll get it soon and do a review too. If not, that's all I have for today. So thank you guys, and see you again.